Hello everyone, welcome back to the part 2 of the scale X and norm X, or the norm X and scale X. So we are going to continue from where we ended. In the first video we actually did the norm X and the scale X, and we saw how it worked by the simulation. So what we are going to do actually is, what I have done is I've added a latch here, stop start, and I'm going to put what I'm going to do is that I'm going to put a switch here, so that switch is going to be the latch switch. What I'm trying to do here is that I want this to the norm X to start working only when we press the start switch. Otherwise, as you saw in the first video, when we started the simulation, everything was on, which won't be any good project if we use that, for example, to control the tank level. So I will also put another stop here, or another start here, but the output is going to come from here, so we can probably leave that one, but well, let's put something there, let's put something here, and that will also be the same latch here to set it. And then what we are going to do is that we will use a tank level here. We're going to control a tank level, and we will say that if if for example the level of the tanks is maybe less than 50%, then we want the valve to open. So here we can put fill valve here. But before that, let me put a switch here, because I don't want this to start working on its own. So I will put a start here, meaning that only when we've turned the tap on, or the pump on. And what we want to do is that we want to say that if the final output here, so let me put final output there, if that one is less than 50%, if it is less than 50%, then this tank should start filling. So I'm defining the tag and its global output. So what we can actually do is that we can even turn this one on. We can set this one. So as soon as it starts, as soon as this goes through, this stays on. And we can say that if the level gets to, let's say, 80%, if the level is equal to 80%, or 90, we can say 85, or should we even make it 90? Let's say 80%. If the final level is equal to, let's say, 80%, then I will put large here. Then we should reset the tank level there. So we should reset the fill valve. We can add some more, for example, if, let's say, if the level goes below, if the level goes below, let's say, where is the less than, if the level goes below let's say 30%, there should be an alarm. So I will put latch here, or it could be a warning or anything. So we can say warning, and we can define this as global input, so global output, and we can, let me just copy this to avoid time wasting, and I'll paste it here. And what I will say here is that if it goes beyond 90 degrees, maybe let's say another warning, yeah, another warning. So now we've got this here. What I'm going to do is that I'm going to I'm just going to update it because I've made some changes to the software, so I will just go and just make those changes. So I've made those changes, and hopefully this should work. Now let me take this one here and let me see if I think let me see if I can get it. So it looks like let me just delete almost everything here. I'm trying to select all of it, and I think it's not actually allowing me to. Trying to, I need to get rid of some of them. I may have repetitions here. So I will delete all of them, and I'll bring that again. Okay, this it seemed better for me. So now what we are going to do is that now we are monitoring it. Let's see if there is something already here, but I'm not sure. Yes, so I haven't turned my start button on, and I think I've already got some figures here, but let's see what we've got down here on this, if it's showing something. It's not, because I haven't turned my start button here on, and this is my start button here. So if I turn the start button on, let me see if it's going to, let me see. Bear with me, it's supposed to. Oh, okay, let me go back here and see. Okay, good, it's on. Yeah, I was looking at the wrong place. So let me see, why should that be? Have I turned the stop on? It should actually latch, but I'm not sure why it's not latching. Except that maybe I have turned maybe the. Oh, okay. Yeah, I see what I have done. The mistake. That should latch here. So I have to go back and update my program. But I picked that one, so I don't know what happened. So I will update this quickly, and then we can test the program. I'm supposed to spend I think I was supposed to spend few minutes, but I'm not sure why this happened, and it means we are going to spend more than the time that I wanted to, spend. So I will take, because this is a flip flop, I will take this one out, and it's now latched good. So let's go down here and see what is happening. And this is showing an underflow here, and I think as it's showing an underflow, we expect that maybe a warning light should be on. Yes, can you see the warning light? It's on because it's showing an underflow. But now let me go back here and look for my let me get my final output here. Sorry, I'm trying to get not this, not that, not that. Trying to get the fill value here to good. I've got it. I've got the raw data. So now let's see what happens. I'm going to take it to 0 and see. So what do we have here? 5 minus 5. Now it's 13, so still the warning light is on. It's 13. So the light is on. It's 23, still the warning light is on. Let's go past. So now it's 37, the warning light is gone. Let's go here and see what's going on here. So the warning light is on, and you see that there is the fill here which is going on. It's filling. Yeah, so the filling valve is now open and the tank is being filled. Now let's go on to 56. The tank is still being filled. Yes, the tank is still being filled. You can see the tank is set here. It's set. Now let's go up to maybe 80 and see what happens. So it's still 65 and the tank is still being filled because you can see the set in there. Now let's go up to so it's 78. Let's put a little bit there, and it's 86. So 86, I expect the tank to reset, the fill valve to reset, but that didn't work well there. But anyway, the rest are working. I think I will probably check again why that actually happened. But let's see if the warning light is going to be on once it hits 90. That is more important. Yes, the warning light is on as it hits 90. So the warning light comes on here as it is 90. The only problem I think we had was this was on, and that should have been reset. Fill valve, yes, and that's fill valve here, and that should have reset the fill valve. So you can see the circuit almost worked perfectly here, as you can see. So this is how you can use this one for. And you see, as we came below 90, the warning light is gone. And if we go all the way down to 30, the warning light, it's back on here at the when it's below 30. So this is how you can use this in the fuel tank. In the next video, I will use this in a HMI as a scenario to see how this actually works. Thank you very much for watching.